Hey guys, welcome back to another Division video. Now today, I just want to show a build that I came up with and I'm using it currently. I might use it in the future, but I've been using it for the past few days to level up a bunch of named items. This is build revolving Carnage. Now this weapon is cool because of its name. It reminds me of the enemy of Spider-Man. Just want to throw that out. It has like perfect status. What it does is that if the enemy is bleeding, it deals 25% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. That's it. More weapon damage. So the entire build is focused on that. So for the secondary weapon, we have Scorpio, just to put more status effects to the enemy before we kill it with Carnage. Okay, this weapon gives poison, disorient, shock to the enemy. That is my way of putting status effects. Also, you could use your skills. We'll go on that later. For the sidearm, you could use anything with status. I don't have it right now, but I'm just using this just to level up expertise, like to be proficient to it. Let's go with Carnage first. The mods that I put for this weapon is critical hit chance, critical hit chance, critical hit chance, and lastly, for the gunner, you get 50 extra rounds. You have to be gunner's specialization in order for you to access that attachment. For the gear set, I'm using ongoing directive. Now this set item is really nice because what it does is that if you kill an enemy, shooting a status affected enemy will apply a mark, right? And when you kill that enemy, it will give a full clip of hollow point ammo to your active weapon. Now, if your weapon is Carnage and it has like 150 mag, if you kill that marked enemy, you get like 150 hollow point bullets. Now, that doesn't really refresh your active magazine. You need to still reload, but you still get that 150 ammo. That every bullet makes enemies bleed. So when I play this build, you don't really have to worry about using Scorpio over and over again in every encounter. In fact, you don't have to use it. You just make the enemy bleed or have some status effect. It could be blind, it could be whatever. And then just make sure that you kill it with Carnage. That way, when ongoing directive triggers, you get 150 ammo and your teammates get half of that. Now, I have another gun here that I will talk about later. I did level this one up. It's quite raw. Now, this gun has like 250 ammo, right? So you're giving so many ammo, so many hollow point clip to your teammates, but this doesn't really have anything to do with bleed. I just want to level up all these named items. As you can see here, it's like level 9. It's about to be level 10. I will use that later. I plan to use this set to level up my LMGs that are at least 100 ammo. So okay, let's move on to the items again. Like I said, ongoing directive. The mods that I put here are critical hit chance, critical hit chance. Just make sure that you're somewhere around near 60% critical hit chance. Right now these are the stats. You could get more critical damage or critical hit chance by changing this piece here. But let's go with the chest piece first. All right, we're done with the glove. We're done with the mask. Let's go with the chest piece. The chest piece, I'm using ongoing directive as well because it basically increases the weapon, increases hollow point ammo weapon damage amplification to 35% instead of 20%. Hollow point ammo has like a 20% more weapon damage and applies bleed on hit. So you're buffing all your teammates and you're buffing yourself, but this build is focused on like the damage of Carnage. So this is pretty nice. You could run obliterate here. You could like choose to run ongoing directive gloves and just go for obliterate. For the holster, same thing. Just put critical hit damage, weapon damage, and I tried to get like at least 3 blue cores. You could go for 2 blue cores. That is fine. You just play a bit more careful, but you will deal in more damage if you do that way. Status effects, this one, the backpack, which is very important. This one is Anarchist Cookbook. Now, as you can see, it's level 10. Because it's really nice to pair with this build, because what it does is that it gives perfectly wicked. Applying a status effect increases total weapon damage by 18% for 27 seconds. That's pretty long, and it will be active for the most of the time. Every time you shoot an enemy, they bleed, so they're affected with status effect, and you're dealing 18% more weapon damage. Also, if you're interested, you could level up your expertise on this. For the gloves, I'm using this one. Again, you could use more crit or more crit damage, but this one gives you LMG damage. This is a named item. It's not really necessary for the build. I just put it here because I want to level up these named items to be more for higher expertise. But it's really nice. I rolled in armor here, but you could go for more weapon damage. What this does, it does have this roll, which is damage to armor and critical hit chance. It could be critical hit damage. For the knee pads, I'm using ongoing directive with armor and critical hit damage. And these are the stats that I have, right? Almost 60% critical hit chance. I could max this out, but I rather put that critical hit damage, like this type of mod, which is no, that's critical hit chance. This one, which is 11.8 critical hit damage. How about this one? 12% more critical hit damage. So yeah, let's look at the skills. We have I'm using. You could use any skill that makes enemies bleed. Actually, you don't even have to use any skill that make them bleed, because you have Scorpio to do the status effect, right? But what I did, just to be in theme, is that I want to level up all the skills and all the weapons and all the items for expertise. So I was using this, and I got proficient to it. As you can see, shrapnel. You could use Seeker Mine. You could use any skill that applies bleed. This one applies bleed. You could get this from the one of the season missions, right? Mods for this, duration and duration. It's not really that important. You could like put damage there if you want. You don't use it that much, but it does make enemies bleed. This one is Stinger Hive. It also makes enemies bleed. For the mods, I didn't really fix it, but you could like go for damage, guess duration, and range, kind of like that. Or maybe stinger charges. Yep, that would be ideal. Again, stinger charges, duration, and damage. It's up to you. Again, you don't really need to use the skills specifically. You could use Seeker Mine. This one, the first one, applies bleed. You could even use Firefly. I really like this one, Blinder. I think I'm already proficient in this. Oh no, rank 2. So I might use this in the future. But basically what you do is just like throw and inflict status to the enemies and kill it with Carnage. So you get a bunch of hollow point bullets, which amplifies your damage by 35% because of this chest piece. But for the rest of the team, they're just affected by like 20% more, increase more damage. And then throughout the fight, that's it, And in the future, if I get some LMGs, which I already saved here in my stash, I have like these LMGs that I could roll. For example, this one, it has like 100 mag. I could roll this into Sadist. Actually, it's really nice. You don't have to roll it for Sadist. But that's my plan. Like, if ever I get a LMG that has like at least 100 mag, I could attach that gunner 50 more rounds, and I could switch this to Sadist, and I would be leveling that gun up much faster instead of like donating to the NPC. Just an idea. Maybe you guys want more expertise. Right now my expertise is level 9. So yeah, let me just demonstrate how this build works. Some people I saw, they were trying to use trauma for the talent, for the chest piece, in order for you to inflict bleed or blind if you hit him in the head, bleed if you hit him in the chest to activate Carnage. But me, I just use Scorpio. You know, you just shoot it. It doesn't really need, as you can see, I'm gonna zoom in on the ammo there, 150 and 900. You don't see any hollow point ammo yet. I will switch to my shotgun, which is Scorpio, and I'm gonna shoot these enemy here. Now that it's affected, you can see the mark there. I would zoom in. That is the mark. If you kill it, you get hollow point ammo, which I will zoom in. That is the hollow point ammo. You can see there, 145, 137. Now every time, now this ammo here is amplified damage. My lag, I mean my connection is pretty bad, but you can see it there. It doesn't really reload the gun, so you can see the numbers are different, right? But yeah, that's basically it. You get Wicked, which I will zoom in. Trigger of Wicked. You get to bleed enemies with the ongoing directive with hollow point bullets. You amplify the damage of the team and amplify yourself as well. And the way that you apply your status effects is through by Scorpio or using your skills. You know, you could like throw your skill. You could throw these. You could throw Hive. You could throw Firefly, Blind. As long as you shoot an enemy with a status effect, you would apply that mark right there. And if you kill that enemy, you get a full clip or magazine of hollow point ammo. Now, the higher the ammo, the better, because you give those ammo, half of that ammo goes to your teammates. So if you're using this one, you know, you're giving at least 100 there. If you don't use the attachment, which is this one, this gives like 50 more rounds. You're gonna be giving, let's see, the 200 mag. You will be giving 100 ammo for your teammates. But if you're using this, that's a lot. But anyways, I'm gonna show some gameplay. So yeah, every start of the fight, let's see if we have like, yeah, we don't have any bullets yet. What I do is I switch to my shotgun and throw these skills. You know, throw these skills, apply the status effects, switch to Carnage, and kill that enemy. And once you kill that enemy, you get a bunch of bullets. Now that was a bit tough because it was an elite, but you know, if you target like a red enemy, that would be much faster. But from this point forward, if you're playing with a group and you're doing missions, I don't think you need to worry about doing that thing again where you switch to your shotgun and try to kill an enemy with status effects, as long as your teammates are with you. Yeah, it's a pretty nice build, I think. I will use this to level up my other LMGs that at least have like 100 bullets. Then I attach the gunner attachment, which gives me additional 50 ammo. That way we could maximize the well, not really maximize, but you know, give more bullets to our teammates. This build is pretty nice. You know, it hits with the Carnage, it was hitting 355,000 there. Additional bleed damage on top of that, I think that's 37,000 that we see there. So again, we are buffing our teammates, so it's really nice. I do really like the build, and I plan to use it in the future after a few weeks maybe. It's a build around Carnage, ongoing directive, Wicked, and this piece here, which is Contractor's Gloves. It's a named item for LMG, so I thought it was like pretty nice to use it. You could use, I think, Obliterate for the chest piece. That might deal more damage, but I just want to level up these named items like Wicked, I mean Anarchist Cookbook, and Contractor's Gloves. So yeah, pretty simple build. I don't think this is anything new, but I just want to put this build on the channel because I think it's pretty decent. It's really nice when you want to level up these named items, LMGs that has like at least 100 bullets. I think it's a good build. Anyways, guys, that's about it. See you on the next video, and thank you for watching.